The power of yes has the backing of the universe. I want to talk to you about this thing that I've discovered in the power of yes. I think that there's tremendous power when we say yes to something, especially when we don't really know how it's going to work out. Like when we don't have all of the answers and all of the pieces in place. And when we have opportunities that arise and we know somewhere in our heart and soul, we should just say yes and go forward and not really have it all figured out. But we're just supposed to take that first step. That's when the universe comes in. Because when we realize that it's part of our journey in some way, but we can't quite put our finger on it, and it's a simple thing, or sometimes it's a major thing. I think that when we have the power or pull up the power to say yes, then the universe comes through and supports it in a way that we would never have expected. It has happened in my own life countless times, but especially once when I was hiring a new team member. And I didn't know really how it was all going to work out. But I asked this new team member to go from part-time to full-time. And the new team member said yes. And little did I know it would rock her world and change her income status. And she would be doing more of her joy, which would be work on the team as part of the team in this way that's totally fit for her. She's fabulous, amazing. And it all started because I had the courage when Spirit said, you need to hire her full time. It will make your life 1,000,000 times easier. That I had the courage to say, yes, okay, I don't know how this is gonna work out. I don't even know if she's available for full time. And financially, it'll be a shift for me and for her, me in the negative, her in the positive. And then after a while, it'll be positive for both of us. So that'll be fun because I know it's a long-term investment, right? And so I just want to remind you that sometimes when we have opportunity that bubbles up from our soul, when it's just this knowing and a calling and a longing and you just feel it, but it's tentative because you don't know how it's going to work out. I encourage you to sit with that and close your eyes and tune into your own soul awareness as to, is this worthy of my soul journey? Is this for my highest good? Even though I can't see all the pieces fall in place, even though I can't see the full potential on down the line. And if you sit there with your hands on your heart and you feel warmth and a yes and a resounding charge, I say go for it and allow the universe and your angels to come together to let the steps unfold before you and stay in line with all of that. I don't know if you can see it, but I write notes on my hand all the time. And this one says no regrets. Today it says no regrets. Because I think if we miss these opportunities that are substantially part of our life, then we're taking maybe the long way around. And if you take a moment to dig deep inside and say, I might be nervous and I might not see how this is going to come together or unfold or how it's even going to happen, but if a part of you is saying, yes, take a chance, make it happen, yes, and others say yes, 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 then I think that there's real power behind that yes. So I invite you to consider, what is it you might need to say yes to in your life? Conversely, where are your no's? But the power of yes has the backing of the universe. I know this.
Legally speaking, this podcast is presented solely for educational, spiritual, and entertainment purposes. It is not intended as a substitute for medical diagnosis, treatment, or the advice of a physician, psychotherapist, or other qualified professional. You should not use this information to diagnose or treat a health problem or condition. Always check with your doctor. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us today. If you've enjoyed this episode with Constance Messmer, we'd like to encourage you to continue your spiritual journey with this next episode.